Moving on, talking about wasteful projects, Ambazonian with all the endorsements should not be as this poor when it comes to development. With the advancements in technology and globalization, Ambazonia should be better up in terms of road infrastructure, social amenities, and even healthcare services. All these are at the worst state just because the Colonial Republic of the Cameroon government has chosen it so. Any engaged La Republic de Cameroon sponsored project in Ambazonia, if not executed at the pace of snails, are completely abandoned at one point in time. This is obviously because it lacks the means. Now, the colonial La Republic de Cameroon prefers to invest the money on unrealistic projects in La Republic de Cameroon terrorists than on sustainable projects in Ambazonia. For example, let's talk about the 70-seater buses that La Republic de Cameroon acquired for the last organized African Cup of Nations. They have been abandoned. The question we are asking tonight is why invest such a huge amount of money and abandon the buses in the country when the country does not even have enough to feed?
Well, the billions put in by the colonial La Republic government in acquiring buses to facilitate the hosting of the African Cup of Nations is in ruins. The buses have been abandoned to rust, just as the tractors that were abandoned in the south region of La Republique. The colonial La Republique administration never had a second thought before going in for the buses. No strategies put in place to put the buses into use after the tournament. But when it concerns a project in Ambazonia, there is all type of bottlenecks. Money is never there, and the projects are always abandoned or poorly constructed. Case in point is the Bamenda Babaju stretch of road. The stretch of road, after years that the project was initiated, it is still to see the light of day. Institutions in Ambazonia have no service cars, yet buses are being abandoned. Others are asking why such buses are not handed to institutions of learning to use, rather than just abandoning them, or better yet, even invest this money on all the terrible debt nightmare roads in Ambazonia.
Now, such mismanagement is only particular with a bad regime like neighboring La Republic to Cameroon, a regime where state officials use state funds as if they were private funds. There is no accountability and nobody is checking nor monitoring them. Though the war in Ambazonia has greatly affected the coffers of La Republic de Cameroon negatively, buying and abandoning more than 12 buses is evidence that though paralyzed financially, there are still some leftovers that can do some work.